morning. How are we all? As you can see, we are still straightening the studio. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube on replay, in other words, it's not live, I will timestamp this as soon as I finish so you can skip forward to when we start crafting. For those of you that are with me live, welcome. Lovely to have you with us. So I thought we would do a nice art journal page together today. So I have been doing I've got visitors, which is lovely, and I've been doing lots of walking and sort of going to all the beauty spots near where I live that I don't visit nearly as often enough. And I've taken my sketch pad with me and we've been doing lots of fun sketches and things. So I thought I would sort of transport some of those ideas into an art journal page today using all our crafting goodies. Sorry if I keep looking over there. It's if you talk to me, I need to look up there. The chats turn up here, but you guys are right here. Anyway, without further ado, I'll swizzle round. If you're on, please say hello. I can see we've got someone on Facebook and a couple of people on YouTube. So do say hello. Stay hello. Say hello. Let's swizzle you around and we'll get crafting. Excuse me while I fix the lighting situation. The usual swizzeroonie. So, as I said, I have been doing bits and pieces of sketching this week. So, I was in the forest and I did a quick sketch of this, which I'll see if I can find the picture. I kind of took two different pictures. So that's a tree there, which I kind of got this idea from here. Hi, Pauline. And then I was sat by the river for ages. Let me see if I can find the bit. Nope, that's not the bit. Oh, I can't find. There was another little bit that was a river. And I kind of combined the two bits. Hi, Pauline. Enjoy date night. Your goodies should be on your way. So anyway, this was like a little painting I did the other day in the forest. This was one in a street. But I was speaking to my friend who was saying, because yesterday our cat decided to bring a little present home. She brought a little mouse home, which was very kind of her. So we did the usual. As always, what she tends to do is she tends to bring mice home to play with. They always come home alive and she likes to torment them. So anyway, the poor little thing was alive and we managed to get the cat out of the road, and then we caught the mouse. It's the cutest little thing. It was just a tiny little baby one. And then normally when we catch them, we take them up to the forest, because we just kind of feel if we put them in the garden or nearby, one of the cats would get them again. So we feel like it's got better chance of survival by going into the forest. So we took it up to the forest and let it live its life up there. And because we've been doing so many drawings in the forest and things, my friend had sort of said, oh, why don't you draw one of your forest scenes and then have a little mouse? So I was like, that's a great idea. And that gave me the idea for doing this page today. So this is an old stamp, still on the website, Secret Garden. I'm kind of going to try and make this like a little bit of a tree. Oh, that's dreadful stamping there, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. I think it's a combination of an old ink pad and an uneven surface. And then I've got these little mices here from the winter mice collection, and I thought that we could do that to add character. So I'm going to try and almost create, because I'm wanting to make this accessible. So as I said, I did this, so I'm going to try and create something similar, just using some watercolor pencils. So I've got these here, and let's just start putting a little bit of color in, and we'll build it up and see how we go. That's about as much of a plan as I have. After that, I have no idea what I'm doing, but at least we've got a starting point. So who's on with me? I can see that we have a couple of you on Facebook. Do feel free to comment, because then I can know you're there. And we can have a little chin wag. Right. So I'm going to just scribble in. So these are the woodless watercolour pencils from Personal Impressions. So I'm going to start off with that and then we'll build up. We shall see what occurs after this. I'm just going to go for an incredibly loose style so that it just looks like I've done a little bit of sketching in my sketch pad, and then we will work out from there. I'm thinking I'm just going to put a little bit of greenery up here. Let's make this almost look like a bit of a tree. I'm saying greenery as I'm colouring with a brown pencil. I meant brown. Brownery, is that a word? Okay. So let's get some of this colour moving slightly. Get a little bit of colour in here. And yeah, we'll create a little bit of a sort of, almost like we've been out sketching. But we're going to add our little mousy character at the end. Oh, hello, Alistair. Lovely to have you with us. So there's Happy's a lonesome person on Facebook. And we have a couple of you on YouTube. It's quiet tonight. Not many of you on tonight, but that's okay. Everyone's probably out enjoying the sun. It's an absolute glorious day. So sunny. Is it sunny where you are? So just adding a little bit of colour. Everything's working okay, I think so. We have messages. I can see, I just think everyone's out enjoying the sun. But I think as regards to things working, I think we're all good. So far there's no need for you to run down. I'm sure before the live is out, we'll find some sort of need to have you around. Right. See, I'm just getting colour down here. I'm just wanting it to look really loose, like I've just sort of quickly caught a little snapshot all by yourself. Oh, hubby's all by himself. Well, I can't really, whilst I'm talking, tell anybody to come and come and find you. There's a few people over on YouTube. I'm going to add a bit of green. This is one thing, as I have been in the forest. I've been in the forest a lot. There's lots of forest nearby, but I've visited quite a few over the last week. Is I tend to automatically go in and colour the colour trees brown, because you're like, oh, trees are brown, but they have so much greenery in them that I was like, oh, I need to try and add a little bit of extra colour. I'm just gonna, as I say, I kind of want to just build it up, create a little bit of illusion of something, illusion of a loose sketch. Ooh. I also need to be careful that we don't make this kind of like too wet and it ends up, we've kind of, the paper is beginning to pill slightly. So I just want to put like a loose wash down, and then we can add in a few extra details with our pencil. And then you just bought a coffee machine. Good for you. I did say you should get one. An expensive 5 minutes then between buying my train. No thanks. You can keep your coffee to yourself. Don't want that disgusting stuff. Ugh. Anyone else a coffee drinker or a tea drinker? Right, we'll make this look more like a tree. Let's get some more brown. Let's get some more brownage. As you can see, I'm putting a huge amount of thought into this. I'm just wanting it to look sort of organic, like I've quickly sketched it. And then I think we're going to have to blast it with a heat gun to bring in a few stronger colours. Oh, Abigail! I'm a tea drinker. Absolutely, I'm a tea drinker. Don't like coffee at all. I do get a little bit jealous of the coffee drinkers because I think they have a lot more flavours and things to choose from. Tea, it gets a bit boring. Right, let's grab me heat gun. Let's grab me heat gun and we'll work out what occurs next. It's right now, I don't really know. Don't know why I'm talking in a Bolton accent. Right. Hello, Carol. Oh, there's a few more of you popping on to say hello. How are we all today? So for those of you that have just joined, basically, I've had friends visiting this week. And so we've done lots of walks. We've been out in nature. We've visited about 3 different forests so far. We've been on the beach. And I've taken my sketch pad with me everywhere. And then my friend made a suggestion that I need to draw a little sort of woodland scene with a little mouse in it, because our cat brought a mouse in this yesterday. Cutest little thing. We managed to save the mouse and we took it up to the forest. We gave it a new home. So we just thought it'd be quite fun to create so I'm being inspired by my week, and I thought it would be quite good fun to sort of create a little sort of woodland scene, and then we will add a little mouse from this set. We could actually add some greenery from that as well. Let's do that. We could actually add some of those leaves. Oh, and we've got a little branch thing there as well. Let's see what occurs when we start doing that. Do I have... I'm looking for a smaller... Come on. Yeah, I'm looking for, that's it. Smaller ones of these. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to build this up. So we have some sort of leafy things in this one. And I'm just going to almost make it look like we've got some foliage, and then we can do some at the bottom as well, and we can add some of that branch type stuff as well. Now this isn't going to be the perfect stamping because I'm working on a very uneven surface and it's quite an old ink pad as well. I'm just trying to have a little bit of, so it looks like leaves from the trees all dangling down. And get a bit more texture in. I'm trying to make it look like we've just been out for a walk, and whilst we're out for a walk we've done a very loose sketch. Oh, that's already, do you know what, that's already added so much more life, hasn't it? That, and then we've got this little branch thingy, which again is just going to be good for adding a little bit of extra texture. I need to grind this a bit more. We've got a lot of open space at the front, but once we've got a bit more texture in like that, let's add an extra layer of colour, and then I'm going to add a little bit of extra layer, extra detail with some pencils, but we're not going to go for a really detailed look today. I'm just going to add a little bit of greenery nearby where these leaves are. And the trees that we were seeing, there was lots of kind of, it was just like the moss was dripping down. It was, they almost looked like weeping willows, but they weren't. It was just the moss was so thick and heavy dripping down. It was lovely. So I'm just going to add a little bit more greenery to that. I might get a little bit more definition here. Where did my brown one go? Honestly, there it is. Right, let's get a bit more definition into this little this little doorway that we've got going on. And then let's give it a little bit of grounding as well, because it just looks a bit random, sort of just floating. Right. Bring this in. What's everybody been up to this week? Well, that's already better. I love these pencils, they're great. You can very quickly get in some colour. I'm thinking that brown's quite orangey. I might actually come in with my actual paints and build up some tonality with some different browns. But it's a good base. We've got a bit of a good base going on there. So let's see what we've got. I've got some nice... Oh, I've just realised my water spray is up at the house. Never mind. We're all good. I'm just going to get some of these deeper browns going, because I feel like that brown's quite an orangey brown. Here we go. Just make it, that's it. It was great for getting an initial wash down. Hello Sheila, lovely to have you with us. Go. I'm just faffing now, but that's okay. As I say, I'm trying to make this look like a quick sketch that I've just been out in the forest and we've just, you know, quickly captured a moment. That's kind of what I'm going for. So we've just started off, for those of you who joined it, we've just started off with this stamp here, stamped that down, and we've just put a tiny little bit of colour, and then I've just literally sort of done a bit of a sweep up there. Oh, thank you, Abigail. It is easy. Oh, seriously, if I can do it, anyone can do it. It was just a stamp, and then I've just literally been scribbling colours down, and I'm trying not to be too precious about it. Because, so basically, as I said, for those of you that haven't been here since the beginning, I've been out doing a lot of sketching this week. And so this is one I did in the forest, didn't finish it. But it was very sort of quick scribble and then sort of adding a little bit of colour to it. And I just sort of wanted to see if I could emulate that with my stamps. And because we had a little mouse friend come to visit, or it wasn't really come to visit, it was captured. It was captured by my evil cat. That I thought we could make something look a bit more. We'll create a little home for a little mouse, which we will do in just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave that to dry. I think that's probably pretty much it. What I might do is come and add some pencil detail. But whilst we let that dry, I'm going to stamp out our little mouse. I feel like, oh, we did a little giveaway last week, which was fun. I feel like I would quite like to do that every week. But I don't know what to, I need to think of a, hello Maddie, oh school run today and just got home. Oh, that's a late school run. I need to think of some form of competition. Oh, right, let's get little mousey. I've completely pulled out the wrong paper for watercolour, but never mind. We shall make it work. Because we're crafters, we can make anything work. Honestly, sometimes I just think, if my head wasn't screwed on, I'd lose it. Right, let's get this little mouse. So we've taken this mouse, basically we've taken this mouse from its pure home. Oh, it was so cute. Honestly, it was the tiniest little thing. It had these big ears. I felt so sorry for it. We've probably taken it away from its mum and dad, but we had to keep it safe from our cat, so we took it to the forest. And so now in my head we've got a little mouse. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stamp that on here as well, just so that I don't have to cut out the whiskers. So this is my inspiration. I've spent lots of times in the forest this week, and then we've given a little mouse a new house. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to stick the other one on, but it just means I don't have to cut around those whiskers. Oh, so cute. Right. Should we make it? I think we need a little, make the mouse grey, just so it's a bit, so it stands out from the trees. We'll just see what colour that turns out to be. You love mice. No. Well, we have a few. We've got, they're winter, these are meant to be winter mice, but to be honest, not all of them are. See, that one and that one could be any time of year. So could that one, to be honest. I think this works well for spring as well, because you still get your April showers. And then these ones, there is another one somewhere. And then these ones have just got like little mice that are not wintry at all. Right. That is the wrong paper for watercolour. Can you see that? That's just dreadful. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to wheel across the room. It's because I was grabbing some scrap and I presumed that I would use alcohol markers. Right, let's try this. Paper matters, tell ya. Sometimes if you're not getting the same results as what you're seeing online, it's nothing to do with you, it's to do with the paper or something that you're using. Now I've lost the mouse. Oh my days. There it is. The time the parents arrive home and you eventually get, it is, yeah, I suppose. Do you have fun with them though? What did you get up to with your grandkids today? Anything exciting? Right, let's try again on proper paper. Just gonna give that a quick waft. Much better. Right, I'm just going to give it a little pass with the grey, and then we'll build up some shading. I'm going to cut it out anyway, so I'm not overly bothered about having it going outside the lines. Can live with that. Right. Give it a little bit of shading. Oh, he's so cute. I'm not going to go overboard with it, and we could always put some little pink touches in there as well. I'm trying to make it just look really loose and pretty. Just going to grab a pink from in here. Probably not the best pink. I'm also scanning for where my cloth is. Oh, it's on the floor. Makes it much easier if we have a cloth. You're loving the mice. Thank you. I kept meaning to do more. I was going to do summer mice at one point. We might do at some point. Basically, I don't have as much time to draw and design. I've just sent off for the next range though, which I'm excited about. They're a bit different to my normal stamps and things that I produce, but I'm hoping you're going to like them. Let's get rid of touch. So that's exciting. So we'll still get some stuff from me. And my stuff, I have to say, I realise that I've not been as active on Facebook as I should have been, and that my weekly video on Facebook has kind of gone to pot. That's a couple of reasons. We've got some visitors, which is great, but that means I've been getting more inspiration because I've been out drawing more, so that's good. And also I'm in the process of reorganising my studio, so anytime I do get a few spare minutes, I'm down in here organising. I have been videoing the whole process, so I'm sure once it's all ready, we will, I will have a video. There we go. Little mouse. I'm just going to let that dry. I'm just going to cut that off the paper. And then whilst we're letting that dry, before I cut it out, we will work on this. So I'm not going to do too much more to this, I don't think. Let's just get some pencils and we'll emphasize some of the details. So I'm going to get some greens. You can tell that I've like reorganized. This was all in a big what you call it, pencil case, but this hopefully will stop me rummaging so much in a live. Get out some browns and some greens. And we do actually have mushrooms and flowers there that are a little bit hidden, so we can see how that goes in a minute. Let's just get a little bit more detail into some of this. And then what we can do as well is we can sort of just, I'm going to add sort of little swirlies, make it look like wood green. Just a little bit of extra delicate detail. There's also this sort of edging bit that I've not added any colour to. I can do that with pencil. Actually, that looks a bit strange. Let's get in that with a I'll go over it with this. And I can blend it out. You can see the chat. Can anyone see you? I think you, Abigail, are on YouTube. There's currently 4 people on YouTube. I'm just trying to see if anyone else has made a comment on YouTube. And we also we stream live to both YouTube and Facebook. So I think some of the chat is occurring on Facebook. As far as I can see, Abigail, you're the only one that's actually posted a comment on YouTube. But there are a few other people watching with you. Maddie and Alistair are on Facebook. It's quite quiet tonight, but I think everybody's out probably having a barbecue or something. Right. I'm going to add some, there's some details here. I'm just going to add some of those. I'm just going to scribble in some extra details. Hello, Pippa. Lovely to see you. Oh, I've still been about. To be honest, like I've been doing my lives. I haven't been in chatting in the group and putting up my what's on this week as much. We have visitors, and yeah, and I've just been so busy that I've not been on top of posts and emails. I hope you can forgive me. I know I should be on it a bit more, but sometimes when it's just me, and obviously I'm still kind of looking after my daughter and homeschooling and all of that stuff, so sometimes I just don't get it all done. But thank you all for always bearing with me. And yeah, I do appreciate it. We did have kind of like mushroom detail in there. So I don't know whether we should attempt to put that back in. Where's my... I'll start it off with a wash and then build it up. We do have a little mushroom here. It didn't stamp very well, so it's kind of got a bit lost, but we can put it back. The sound isn't very good. Alistair, you're on Facebook. Is the sound good for you? Everything seems to be working okay. The little thing that tells me my sound is working, the bar's going up and down as it should. So I'm not sure if that's your connection or if there's a problem here. But Alistair, if you're still watching, could you let me know? Just gonna add a few little touches of colour just to lift it. Let's just bring some of that red down into here as well. Just to lift it and give it an overall, don't know why it would be up there, but I like to have colour in a couple of places. You can hear me fine, Sheila. That's good. It might be you, Maddie. You might be best logging off and coming back in and see if that helps. Sometimes it's the old internet that causes issues. There we go. That's quite cute, isn't it? Right, let's cut out our little mouse. Wherever I've put her. Honestly, I should not be let out. I'm a danger to myself. Right, let's cut out this little mouse. And we will add her to the picture. And then I think we're almost done. And what I might do is grab a black pen and sort of sketch some of the details. And then see how we go from there. Sorry, I can't seem to fussy cut and talk at the same time. It's proving somewhat difficult. There we go, and then we'll have a little mousey there. We actually might need to bring a few browns into that mouse just to make it blend in a little bit, but we'll get her on the page first and then we will work out what we're going to do with that. Sort of breaking my own rules of fussy cutting here and using the tip instead of the blade. I'm just struggling to get in there. I'm kiss cutting this time because we've stamped it out on the page. Thank you, Abigail. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you're liking this, I'm hoping that you're all going to love what's coming. I mean, I'm teasing it now, but in all honesty, it's 11th of June is when it will be released. But it's all starting to arrive. Hello, Lisa. Oh, you've been swimming. That's good. Did you enjoy your swim? I know you enjoy swimming. Right, let's see if I can go through every glue bottle that I own and see which one's actually going to work. That was me causing a bit of a crafty lunch there. Do apologise. I've been swimming a couple of times this week. I do actually have a membership to go swimming. Right. But I don't use it as often as I should. But again, because I've had my friend, we've gone a few times and I've realised, right, we're going to have to unclog one of these bottles because none of them are working. This studio that I'm gradually working on making neater and more organised, I'm destroying it in the process of one live. It's quite impressive. You enjoyed 10 minutes in the jacuzzi. Oh, I do like the jacuzzi. I have to say, I'm normally quite good when I go swimming, and I do I normally do about 100 lengths and then I hit the jacuzzi. But because I was just with my friend, we've literally just hogged the jacuzzi the whole time and sort of spent a good few hours in the jacuzzi and then came home. Right, just unclogging my glue. You shouldn't really do it like this. You should actually take the thing out and pull it out. Pull the clog out this way, but I'm just going to try and get away with it. Nope. Okay. I'll do it the way you should do it. So you should take it off like that and then push the clog out this way, because the trouble is you can push it. If you push it in, it comes, see, look, there's the clog there, see that? But if you just sort of, you push it back, you end up sort of, it ends up reclogging a little bit. So that's the best way to make sure it's clear, is push it out and take it out. You managed 20. Ooh, awesome. Right, come on. Yay, and now it's working. Marvellous. It's all good. It's Oh, good, good, good. And tomorrow we are going to Portsoy for the weekend as well, which I'm very excited about. I visited there once briefly, and there was a few places I was like, oh, I so want to be here with my sketch pad. There's this bit on the beach, and it's just got this random window, like this sort of stone structure with a window in it, and the window looks out onto the sea. It's amazing. So I'm hoping to kind of get a bit of sketching of that. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love how sketchy this feels. I'm going to bring a little bit of those brown tones into the mouse, just so she kind of blends in a little bit more. I don't want to move the grey, but she kind of pops out, and I just want her to be a bit more sort of part of the scene. So I'm just going to bring some browns. I'm actually going to, let's bring some shading underneath it as well. So, oh, so cute. Such a little cutie patootie. Lisa, I have a question for you. Last week we did a giveaway, and I think it'd be really cool to do giveaways on my lives. But I can't think of a competition. What should I ask in order to decide who wins the giveaway? Just to put you on the spot while you're sat in the car park. Right, there we go. Just add a little bit of brown in there, tone it out. I'm also just going to, we've got a door handle here. Let's emphasize the door handle. What question should I ask? Could name the mouse. Name the mouse, and my favourite name wins. Oh, guess what the next... Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. So... Oh, but then they'll know. Can I reveal what the next collection will be this soon? That is a good one. Maybe we can save that for the week before we release it. I do like that one though. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm like, oh, is that too soon? Right, I'm going to add a little bit of shade into these mushrooms. I do like this. It's turned out really cool. I just still think that our mouse is a bit too grey. Where's my actual... The theme. The theme. Okay. So, if someone gets remotely close, how many guesses did they get, Lisa? And whoever wins, I will send this stamp and the Mousy stamp to you. So you have to guess what the theme of the next collection that is going to be released in... When's it been released, Lisa? June. June the 11th it's been released. Can you guess? It is a little bit different for me, I have to say. How many guesses did they get, Lisa? Or do I just sort of do warmer, colder, and whoever gets the closest? We should probably be more. The mouse is adorable. One guess. Okay, one guess. So there's 7 of you on Facebook. There's 2 of you on YouTube. So you've got quite a high chance. So if you can guess, can you guess the theme of my next collection? I'm just going to build up. I'm going to build up the brown on this side, I think. So this part that I've done here wasn't part of the stamp. I've just literally done a swoosh of colour coming up from it. And we've built the rest up with a few stamps. If you're going warm or colder, we might have to give multiple guesses. Well, we'll see. Shall we see if anyone guesses close to it? Somebody's going to have to guess quickly though, because I'm getting close to the end of this live. Because I'm feeling like we're almost there. Let's give it a little waft. I don't think anyone wants to win a prize, Lisa. It's very sad. If you've already got those stamps and you win the prize, just tell me I'll put something different in instead. No one wants me stamps. Butterflies. Oh, hang on. Seaside butterflies. No. Sorry. There is a teeny tiny butterfly on one of the stamp sets, but it's not the theme, so I don't think I can give it away for butterflies. But there's like the tiniest accent stamp that's like about that big. You feel the little mouse needs a friend? Well, see, the thing is, maybe, was he met with a friend? I don't know. It's because we rescued a little mouse last night. My cat brought one in and we rescued him and we took him up to the forest and gave him a new home. And so that was what inspired today's page. Floral. Yeah, not close enough, I don't think. What do we reckon, Lisa? Is that close enough? Not really. So I feel like this is this little mouse arriving at his new home. Should we give any clues, Lisa? No, no clues. I don't know if that was the answer to this question or not. But it was just quite funny. I looked at a glowworm. No. As I said, it is different. It's quite different for me. To be honest, right, I'll give you a clue. To be honest, if you've been following me and watching my lives, I have talked about it. And I have actually, probably during one live, showed you the picture. I'm trying to make this look a bit more sketchy. So I'm going to come in with cats. Sorry, no. Birds, no. Well, this is fun. This could keep going for weeks. I'm going to come in with a little bit of pen, just to, again, make it look sort of sketched. We've not made it easy for them, Lisa. Are we enjoying what I've done today? Insects. No insects, sorry. Yeah. Do we like this? This little image here? I'm trying my best here. Trees. Oh, that's very close, Pippa. Should we give it to Pippa, Lisa? Is that close enough? Oh, getting warm. She says getting warm. Oh, she's a hard taskmaster. There is one stamp set that's literally a tree. Oh dear. I reckon that should be allowed. I reckon that should be allowed. Fairies. Oh dear. Okay, so Pippa wins. Yeah, that's Alistair. Pippa wins. There is actually one of the stamp sets that is literally a tree. So I do think okay. Oh, we did a technique a while back where we took the stamp and then sort of did sketchy lines with a pen. I'm sort of doing that now. I'm sort of adding little details. So Pippa, if you can message me when you're done, message me and on Facebook, because you're on Facebook, with your address, and I will send you out this stamp one here and this one here. So I'll send you these two stamps that we've used today. Okay. And then I would love to see what you made with it in the hive. Right, now I'm just faffing. I think we're done. I think we are done. You are very welcome, Pippa. I really look forward to seeing what you make with it. Right, I think I'm just going to add a little bit of white to me mushrooms, and I think we're kind of done. I think I would like this flower a bit more definite. Let's just... I think you will like them. I know the new stamps. What do you think, Lisa? They're different. They are different for me, I have to say. But I'm hoping they're a nice different. Yeah, it's our favourite thing, isn't it, Lisa? We love seeing what people make. It's our favourite thing. We recognise life is busy, but we do love it if you get the time, if you can share it with us, because we love it. It's our favourite thing. Right. I'm going to add a little bit of white, a few little white. Oh, that's made a difference, hasn't it? That's just made it pop. Gotta love a little bit of a white doodlage. Lisa thinks people will like them. That's good. I'm really hoping everyone likes them. I'm incredibly excited because I absolutely love them. They feel a little bit like a passion project. I absolutely love them. And I love them. But it's also quite different to what I normally produce, so I'm a little bit nervous at the same time. Thank you, Abigail. I think this is as pretty much done. So from one tiny little stamp, so this is quite a small stamp, from this stamp here, we've created a whole tree. And then we just added a few extra bits and pieces with this stamp here and this stamp here, just to make it a bit more foliagey. And then the little, so this is my little mouse that last night got rescued, and we gave him a new home. We took him up to the forest to get a new home. So that's the story behind this one. And this is kind of what I was wanting to say, that like sometimes it's everyday little moments that can inspire creativity. So it's good just to sometimes slow down and take in the moments and see how you can let them inspire you. So that was kind of the point of today's live. And as I said, we've just extended that. It was just a swoosh of colour. Anyone can do that. And we've kind of turned, this into a tree. And if you like trees, stay tuned on June the 11th. Anyway, take care, everybody. Am I about next week? I think I'm about next. My life is so busy. I think I'm still here next week. I will be about next Thursday. We are sort of still out and about in the hive. I'm sorry I'm not being quite as active as I should be, but I am checking the hive regularly to see if anyone's made anything. And I'm just causing devastation in my craft room. And I will see you guys next week. You're very welcome, Pippa. I look forward to seeing what you make with these stamps. And when I find my mouse, as in this mouse as opposed to that mouse, I will stop the stream. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.